Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy, Nashi LV, back at it again with another video here on YouTube. Today, we're doing something, it's gonna be in the style of some of my old videos, just done a little bit differently. The editing is gonna be a little bit different, but I'm hoping that you guys will enjoy this. We're getting into a subject today that I have gotten really into, as all of you know, Dragon Ball, but this time, instead of talking about the actual show, or games, or things like that, I'm gonna be talking about the Dragon Ball content that all of us get to see here on YouTube. Not just YouTube, I guess. I'm gonna sprinkle in a little bit about social media in there as well. Just some of the really just bad, gross accounts that you see that are just really cringy and, you know, mostly bots that you would see on Twitter or Instagram. More specifically, we're gonna be talking about the clickbait and quality of content that some of my former favorite YouTubers have succumbed to. Some of those names being Nanogenics, Rhyme Style, The Truth, you know, the top Dragon Ball content creators. So without wasting any more time, I'm just gonna hop into it. Alright, starting off this video with the person that I started watching first and also stopped watching first, Rhyme Style. I've been an on and off Rhyme Style fan for the past couple of years, but I used to watch him more consistently. When he was doing more of the Dokkan stuff, I mean, he was the Dragon Ball creator, especially in the early days. I mean, he was one of the only channels that had a big following that was doing Dragon Ball content on all of the games, all of the news, everything like that. So it was easy being a Dragon Ball fan when you were younger and just getting onto YouTube and wanting to look up stuff about that to find his channel and start enjoying the videos that he made. Like I said, I enjoyed his videos for years. But the decline for me, and I don't know if this is for everybody or not, he stopped playing Dokkan, which isn't a big deal, right? But he started going into other games that I didn't really care about, like Dragon Ball Legends, Yu-Gi-Oh!, and just a bunch of other stuff that I really had no interest in. But him playing games that I'm not interested in isn't the issue. I understand some content may not be for everyone, but what I don't understand is this. Clickbait. This is where the decline really started. Before, I was able to watch Rhyme Style's videos no matter what he was playing because I found him entertaining. That is not the case anymore. Watch any of Rhyme Style's videos from 2 to 3 years ago and you will still hear the same jokes and see the same games. Nothing is new. Instead of thinking of ways to make new, fun, and original content, Rhyme Style instead chose the route of doing the same things over and over again, but making clickbait thumbnails and titles to make people think he's actually done something different. Now, I know you're looking at these thumbnails and you're seeing that last one, and you may be thinking, what's the issue with that? There's nothing really clickbait about that. There's nothing really off in the thumbnail or anything. Well, if you take a closer look at the thumbnail and the title, you'll realize that it's implying it's a Dokkan video based on the assets that are used in the thumbnail and new legendary rarity, which is only in Dokkan. A legendary rare does not exist in Legends. Legends Limited, sure. Legendary rare? No. The issue with this is, and I have noticed this with a lot of Rhyme Style's videos, Rhyme Style, like I said before, quit playing Dokkan years ago. But he still uses thumbnails and vague titles to make it seem like he's coming back to the game. Rhyme Style is a pure example of moving on to section 2, gonna be talking about nanogenics. I didn't become a nano fan until around the nano LR-genics era. Since then, I'd say I've been a pretty consistent fan. A couple years ago, I was really excited to hear that Nano was starting to branch out with other channels, Nano 2 and Nanotech, but I was met with disappointment when uploads became more and more infrequent to the point of almost abandonment. These channels were something that I was really excited about because Nano on his main channel really only does Dokkan, so when he was branching out to these other ones, especially with Nano 2 playing more games and things like that, got me a little bit hype, I'm not gonna lie. And then, of course, with nanotech as well, I was just very excited because I was trying to find a window into the tech world, into PCs, building PCs, and everything like that. So I thought it was gonna be cool because Nano was a creator that I already knew, I already kind of liked him, so I could just hop into that channel and get into it pretty easily. Until, of course, he stopped uploading. And Nano took the time he wasn't using on those channels to make some pretty mediocre content on the main channel and pull the same scheme as Rhyme. One major point I want to bring up is this video in particular. When you look at this thumbnail, what game do you think he's playing? Fighters? Maybe. Then you go down and look at the description. The game is categorized under Kakarot. It's a little weird, considering the thumbnail is using models from Fighters. And then you click on the actual video, and it's neither of those. It's Fortnite. This was the straw that kind of broke the camel's back with me liking Nano. I just couldn't believe it. Again, it's not really that big of a deal, but to go through that many steps to try and hide the game that you're actually playing, the thumbnail, the game that the video is categorized under, and the description, none of it had anything to do with Fortnite. Not one mention. I even tweeted it out. I'll throw that up on screen right now. Not like it matters. I don't have a huge following on Twitter. I doubt that he even saw it. But still, it was just that crazy. Now, while getting things for this video, I did notice that Nano changed the title, description, and the game that this video in particular was put under, which props are due for. But it doesn't take away from the fact that he's still doing it as recently as the day I'm writing this. Not to mention the significant downgrade in thumbnails for some reason, and the over-energetic, way too loud personality he puts on in his videos because he thinks he's Dokkan Mr. Beast. Alright, we've been talking a lot about the negative, so I would like to take some time to talk about somebody I think is a great addition to the Dragon Ball community. Dado Doya. I started watching Dado like most people when Dragon Ball FighterZ came out. He impressed me a lot as a creator because I was never really into fighting games like Street Fighter, Guilty Gear, Mortal Kombat, let alone watching videos about them. But Dado combined his skills in the game with a fun and humorous personality which made me want to watch. Dado still impresses me now because he's been consistent with the quality of his videos. This is hard to do when you're known for only doing one thing. For Dado, it was Fighters. And Dado was able to do what I think no one else was able to, which is move on to new things like Infinite World, Dragon Ball Sagas, The Breakers, Yu-Gi-Oh!, while Fighters was dry, and still make the content good. I have a lot of respect for this too, especially since he's been playing a lot of older Dragon Ball games that his viewers have probably already seen or played. Now don't get me wrong, Dado has for sure used clickbait in these videos, but the main difference between him and others using it is the content he baits is actually good anyways. Although you can't tell what game he's referring to in his titles or thumbnails, he isn't misleading you into think it's something it's not like Rhyme or Nano do. Dado relied on his sense of humor and great commentary skills to drive viewers over to the videos that they may not be interested in for the gameplay. And if I'm being completely honest, he's the only reason to still watch the 3 Idiots videos. Alright, hopping into the last section of this video, we're going to be talking about The Truth DT. Not gonna lie, I barely ever watched Truth's videos, and I was never really a fan. I feel like the majority of people that watch his channel only watch it because of the amount of money he spends on the game. That's about it. All of his content centers around how much he spends, every banner he keeps going until he pulls the main unit and the side unit to completion, or in Dokkan terms, Rainbow, and that's about the extent of his exciting content. All of his other videos piggyback off the fact that he spends thousands of dollars a month on the game, with his 100% showcases, an overwhelming amount of summoning videos, and running through every event with every character possible. The quality of his content is what bothers me the most. It is the most low effort, rushed, unpolished, unedited videos I've seen in a while. In other words, it is very lazy. The excuse that's used is that he has to be the first to put out a video on every subject, which is understandable. but for me doesn't justify the quality being as bad as it is. His content is not entertaining. He's an encyclopedia for all things Dokkan, and that's why people watch him. People can get any Dokkan question answered by watching his videos, but that doesn't mean it's enjoyable. Not to mention the simple things like the constant excuses for why he couldn't do something as easy as face cam, which he's done before, even when his viewers would ask him for it non-stop. Extreme laziness. Guys, I know that there's been a lot of negativity in this video, but I hope this helps you better understand why I'm so frustrated with this community. All the biggest names are giving in to whatever they have to do to please the algorithm and not their fans. I didn't need to make this video and say everything I said because I'm sure you all see it daily in any community. But I know I'm not the only one who feels disappointed when they have to watch some of their favorite creators shift their focus from quality content to whatever is going to get them the most views and clicks. And I'm sure there are still some of you who watch and are going to continue to watch these creators' content, which is good. Me complaining about the state of their content is my opinion, and at the end of the day, people may like these videos that they're doing now more than what they did before. It just isn't for me, and I find it really disappointing how obviously clickbait and low effort a lot of their content is. So like I said guys, this is definitely a different style of video, definitely more commentary oriented. You're looking at a pretty cool edit, I guess, that I was able to put in the background, and you know, like I said in past videos, I'm just trying to get better with editing in every single one of my videos, so trying different styles right now is just kind of part of it, just to see what I can do. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you get where I'm coming from, if you agree, even if you disagree, which I know a lot of you, especially if you're active in these communities, you're just gonna disagree because, you know, you just want to please the big boys. Which I get it, I know it's hard for people to have their own opinions and actually make real judgments on things without having bias. But hey, the more hate comments you leave me, the more interactions I get, and the more this video gets spread, so go ahead and do it. But alright guys, that's gonna end it for me here. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a different one, but like I said, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, leave as many comments as you want, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye guys. Plus, I never got to actually talking about the Instagram accounts because there just wound up being way too many to cover. So I'm just going to give you a short clip right here showing all of the bot or cringe accounts I found just on Dragon Ball on Instagram. Most of them are bots, yes, so do with that what you will.